Hi guys, welcome to day two in Power BI. So the objective of today is just to perform revenue recognition again in and then view consolidation again in Power BI. So this is the same in terms of FDD techniques. There's nothing new in here. But then I want to repeat the same subjects again because the first thing is sometimes you don't have Outreach and then you can use Power BI instead. And the second thing is just to understand the Power BI technique to do the same thing. Basically, revenue recognition you can do in Excel, Outreach, or Power BI, whatever. But then in each environment you need to do different things. Okay, so the concept is the same, but then the techniques will be different. So I will start with the workbook with the data table here already. So this is the table B1 here, which is the daily data. So if you want to see the table, you can either switch to the tabular mode in here, uh, and then you can see the rows and column. You can click on the uh, triangular drop down here in order to see the values in the columns. This one is exactly what Excel does as well. So you can have the same database, which is the daily order by tagging by market and region and other item as well. Okay, so this is the way you do it. Or the second way is just to uh, click the column one by one. So you click like sale volume FY and then market segment. So whatever it does, that doesn't matter. Whatever it's show in here doesn't matter. You just click on the table mode and then it will come back to the table view for you already. So you can choose to display. So I will display by market segment FY and then the two earning parameters in here, which are the sale and then the volume. Okay, so the the first thing I need to show you is the explicit measure. So this one, if you will click on the column, it will produce the implicit measure here, or the measure with the name, long name like this, and then you can change later. So you can change to from sum to average like this. Okay, so like this. Let me click on the sale again one more time, and then I will change this one to average. Okay, like this. Okay, so this one is called um, the implicit measure, in which you need one column and one function, and the function you can change later. But then I will show you another way to do it, which is the explicit measure here, which is right click on the table and then new measure. You can name this one, for example, sale. I will do the sum x of B1 and then POS sale. So this one, what it say that it's the sum of the the sale, and then uh, and then in this table B1 and then enter. Okay, so and then if I uh, put the sale in here, you can see actually this sale. Okay, let me put the market in here, and then put the segment in here so that you can have the two views. Okay, so this one, the market and the segment. Okay, so in here you can see the different views, but then they have uh, the same explicit uh, parameters or measures here. Okay, so the benefit of this one is whenever you change the formula in here, it will update all the views inside here. So for example, if I want to display this one by 1000, so I divide by 1e3, which is 1000, then it will update this view and this view for me at the same time. But then in the implicit mode, if I change this one to anything, so for example, if I want to change this one to 1000, okay, I just want to display this one in 1000. Actually, there's an option here to change, but I will change this one into anything, and then maybe I will change this one to the max, for example. Okay, so the changes in here will not reflect in here. So whatever I change is in this view, it's just locally inside this view. Okay, so it doesn't update to other view. So the purpose of the explicit here is just like the first thing is that you can define your own measures. So this one for the cell is it just does the sum of all the values. And the second thing is you can change you can update all the view at the same time using the same measure. So for example, if the second one I want to show you is just to change this one into one decimal place. Okay, so I move this one to 1, and then you can see here update and here update. Okay, so that's the benefit of this thing. You can do the same thing with the other measure as well. So volume, for example, equal to the sum x of the table B1 and then the purest volume. Okay, I want to put the two dashes in front because every time the measure comes out, it will be on top, and then I don't have to look for it. Okay, so that's the trick to make the measure stay on top. Mm, and then yeah, so this is nothing to do with revenue recognition, but then it will give you the first thing about Power BI, which is uh, explicit measure or measuring expression in the index. Now going to our main purpose for today, which is to recognize the revenue. I will show you the easy way to do it, which is this metric here. So if you want to recognize the revenue by FY, by market, and then the cell here, you can use a cell here also. Okay to use this one, but then if you don't want, and then you can put the raw cell. So the cell is here in 1000 already, so you don't have to change anything. But the cell in this raw column, it will give you the long numbers like this. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. Okay, there you go. So assuming that I recognize the revenue in 1000 already, then this is the one. Okay, so I do the same thing. Oh, sorry. I suppose to change the market in the rows and then the column in here, like this. Okay, so this is how you recognize the revenue in for market. And then by segment, you do the same thing by duplicate the view, and then you just change this one to segment. Okay, so then you're done. Now, but I don't want you to do things like this because they are not unified. So you can see here the view is not standard, but instead I will show you one trick to standardize all the views together in the same views. And then before doing that, I will save the file first, and then I will insert a new table. Sorry, modeling and a new table, and then I will uh, B2 STD, which is for standard. Okay, so and I will do this v1 for example var v1 t1, which is table number 1, uh, by selecting only the column in table b1 that I like. I don't select everything. I will only select the left of the pivot. I will assign to the market uh, The top of the market, the pivot, I will assign to the FY, and then the value of the pivot I will uh, assign to the POS value, point of sale, and then I tag this view as the sale by market. Okay, and then I'm done with T1. T2, I will do the same thing. Table 2, I will do the same thing. The left I will do by segment. The rest I will stay the same, and then I name this one sale by segment, and I return the combination or the union of T1 and T2. Okay, so uh, this is the view consolidation and then revenue recognition at the same time. This two exercises in one move, and this one is uh, very particular or specific to Power BI, and then later you will see this is very useful. Okay, so after this, you can see there is a derived table here with very minimal number of rows. So in here you have columns, sorry. In here you have a lot of columns, but in here you have four only, and then this one is suitable for revenue recognition already. Whenever you refresh this table, it will whenever you refresh this B1 table, it will refresh the B2 table automatically. You don't have to refresh anything. As long as you click the word refresh in here and then data in here, it will refresh the table, this one, and then it will recompute this table for you already. You don't have to do anything. Okay, so that is the beauty of Power BI in terms of dependency. But it's sometimes it's quite annoying because if the table is very big, then you have to refresh everybody in the same in the same process, and it take a while. Okay, now going back to revenue recognition, I will do the this one. I will take the left. This is the matrix or the pivot table. I will take the left on the row, the top on the column, and then the value will be this value here. Okay, so I have everybody in here already. Now, if I want to see the blocks, I will need to display the tag in here. Okay, so you can see in here, I have the revenue. Now this is the case of double counting, but I don't care about double counting because this is what I want. So you can see here the total number of revenue by segment is 710, and then in here by market also 710. But this is I intentionally do that for the purpose of rectification and also like view consolidation. So I consolidate all the views together, and then that's why I have to do this. Okay, so I will show you the trick to select one view, but one only. So the tag here will be select. If you select this one like this, it will select uh, the the view for you, and then you don't have to display the tag in here anymore. So you have the nice view like this. So if you want to draw the bar chart, you just duplicate this pivot table and then you go the bar chart like this, and then it will show you the bar chart. So this one is a little bit awkward because it displays only the selected values for this for this part, and then what I want to do is just to put the left on the legend here like this. Okay, so it look like this, and then I'll select only the market, and then only the you can see here it doesn't change the setting in here, right? The legend in here, right? Now if you change this one to the slicer, it will update the legend as well. Okay, so you can see here the legend will change. I need to sort this table by this chart by the top first. Top in here is just in the pivot. The top is just this one. But then in the chart, the top is actually the axis in here. Okay, so now I have the chart in here already. I can duplicate this one to the full chart as well, like this, and then I can select whatever I want. Okay, so in here now, if you so this is the revenue recognition already, and then it's just like all in one, all the view in one already. So if I want to somehow, if I want to uh, add more views, so for example, like sale by top customer, then how can I do it? You can just go to here and then you duplicate this view, this table, and then you add more table, and then you're done. So T3, for example, T3, and then this one I change to customer top 10, for example. Okay, and then this one by top 10. And then the next step is just to add the T3 in here and then enter. So it will give you another view by top 10 in here, and then there you go. So if you see the top 10 customer, you have it here already, and then here you have the chart, but then in here you can see actually the big component is other. So the top 10, they contribute very minimal in here. So this is the case whereby top 10 doesn't top 10 customer, they are not like the Pareto distribution, meaning that 10 top customer just contribute the 80% of the revenue, and then the rest contribute like only 20%. So this is not the case. It's not the high concentration risk in this case. Okay. Now I can do the same thing with the volume as well. So how can I do that? In here, you can just duplicate the same thing, and then we have the T uh, T4, T5, and T6, and then change this one to volume, and then volume in here, and then vol, vol, and vol, and then add this one to T4, T5, T6, and then you are done. Okay, so basically you have the list of views here, and then you can select any of them. Like this one is by volume, and then by volume. Okay, so that's how you do the revenue recognition. Actually, this one is more than beyond revenue. This one revenue plus the volume. You can do the same thing with ASP as well. So revenue recognition and view consolidation at the same time. Okay, so at the same time, meaning that you just make all the view in the same list like this, and then you union all of them together. You consolidate all of them together in the same place, and then you are done with view consolidation in Power BI.